is a live stream in the auditorium. There is a live stream in the auditorium of this ceremony for anyone that is uncomfortable. Thanks.
Here's B-Bug. Count it. 1, 2, half,
time, we ask that everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. At this time, I invite the class of 2019 and members of the audience to please be seated. Good evening. My name is Sean Curry, Assistant Principal of Colts Neck High School, and it's my pleasure to welcome parents and honored guests to 2019 commencement ceremony. At this time, I would like to take the opportunity to welcome Colts Neck High School representative of the Freehold Regional High School District Board of Education, Mr. Carl Acetola, as well as Howell representative, Mrs. Amy Fankhauser, our Central Office representative, Dr. Jennifer Sharp, who is our Director of Personnel for the Freehold Regional High School District. Additionally, I would also like to welcome Colts Neck Mayor Thomas Orgo, Committeeman Mr. Michael Viola, Committeeman Mr. Russell McNow, Committeeman Mr. J.P. Bartolomeo, and Colts Neck Township Chief of Police Mr. Paul Santucci. Finally, I would like to welcome our PTSO President, Ms. Kara Halme, and former President, Ms. Joanne Newstater. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Jessica Minna to the podium to give her salutatory address.
Good afternoon and welcome, Dr. Donahue, Mr. Curry, Mrs. Kozar, and all of our wonderful school administrators, our teachers, our families, and of course, fellow graduates and soon-to-be graduates. Though we have been chomping at the bit to get out of here already, I ask you to rein in those natural inclinations. Let's pause and reflect upon these past 4 years, those memories that have made our high school experience truly unique, the friendships we made, the teachers who influenced us, the classes that shaped our thinking, the extracurriculars that inspired our creativity, and the sports that created our community. As trite as it sounds, our future cannot be foretold. While we are powerless to change the events of the past, we do have the ability and the potential to make a difference. Let me give you an example. Some of you may know that I did not attend Colts Neck High School freshman year. I was enrolled in the Science and Engineering program at Manalapan. Gradually, I realized that neither the school environment nor the program were suited for me. At the end of the year, I made a purposeful decision to transfer back to my hometown school. Transferring did not come without apprehension. Even though I was mindful of my discomfort under those circumstances and wanted to change, I was reluctant to switch high schools. What would colleges think of a student who dropped out of a specialized magnet program? I set these concerns aside in favor of taking action, as opposed to remaining in a state of inertia. Once I arrived at Colts Neck, the friends I made and the mentors who guided me defined my experiences and welcomed me into their community. By immersing myself in my studies and school activities, I gained the confidence to take on new challenges and trust my abilities. For the past 2 years, I've been a member of the All Shore Symphonic Band. After 4 years of intense auditioning, I earned my seat as the first chair tenor saxophonist. I'm grateful to my sophomore year self for not allowing me to be discouraged from pursuing my passion and drive for music. Despite the many setbacks we may encounter along life's journey, the only path to success is to proceed with confidence. To be effective as individuals, we must learn from our experiences and develop our talents and interests. Imagine what we can accomplish if we modeled ourselves after those who are making a positive impact in our world. Boyan Slat, age 24, and Howard Buffett, age 64, are two individuals determined to make the world a better place. After going on a family diving vacation to Greece, Slat recognized the devastating effects of plastic waste in the Mediterranean Sea. By age 19, not much older than us, he took action to reduce pollution and restore our world's oceans. Slat developed a floating apparatus designed to capture and remove plastic from large bodies of water. He created the nonprofit organization, the Ocean Cleanup, which is capable of removing nearly 50% of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in the next 5 years. Making a difference has no age limitation. On the other end of the age spectrum, Howard Buffett is a multimillionaire businessman who uses his wealth to assist developing nations. His foundation aims to preserve biodiversity and provide crucial resources and a clean water supply to empower farmers and residents of West Africa and Central America. Success and making a difference are not mutually exclusive. We have been labeled Gen Z, and we can make a difference. The two events in my life were small compared to Slat and Buffett, but making intentional decisions to change your surroundings can translate onto the global stage. To quote Madeleine Albright, America's first female Secretary of State, "Embrace the faith that your courage and your perseverance will make a difference, and that every life enriched by your giving, every friend touched by your affection, every soul inspired by your passion, and every barrier to justice brought down by your determination will ennoble your own life, inspire others, serve your country, and explode outward the boundaries of what is achievable on this earth." No matter the scale of your impact, whether it's within your 10-block radius, across the globe, or even beyond, our contributions will be invaluable. Now is the time to unbridle the reins. I wish you, my fellow classmates, the best of luck on the journey ahead. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Jessica. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome to the podium the class of 2019 officers. Co-President Trevor Bangle. Co-President Maggie O'Brien. Vice President Julia Stracadonio. And Secretary Olivia Ambergio, who will present the senior gift. Thank you, Meg.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Trevor Bangle, and for the past 4 years, I've served as president of the class of 2019. Reflecting on our time here at Colts Neck, I can say that I am proud of our achievements.
The diversity of our accomplishments is worth celebrating, as are the lasting marks we hope to have made on our school and our community. In standing tradition, each year the graduating class takes the proceeds remaining from fundraising activities and gives back to the Colts Neck High School community. This year, our class donation will be used for the installation of a buddy bench in our senior courtyard. The idea for the buddy bench formed under the premise that no student should feel as though they're alone at any time while a member of the Cougar community. Inspired by fellow Cougars who we remember for their indelible marks they left on each of us, the bench will also serve as a memorial to Colts Neck students who have left us too soon. The class of 2019 hopes that this gift will be used as a place for future students to reflect on the legacies of past alumni while contemplating their own legacies they hope to leave behind. To my fellow classmates, I ask you to consider the marks you're leaving behind. And as we embark on new journeys, I encourage you all to do the same as you have done here. It's about the people you meet and the memories you make. That's what makes any experience worth having and life worth living. So thank you, Colts Neck, for the experience, and for the final time as your president, I congratulate the class of 2019. Let's go make one more memory. Yes, sir.
Thank you, class officers. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome to the podium the valedictorian for the class of 2019, Dylan Cohen. Congratulations.
Good evening, parents, teachers, administration, honored guests, and of course the class of 2019. I have no idea what to say. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to inspire you. I have no idea what the future holds or the places we'll go. I mean, this has to be Mr. Hines' worst nightmare. An 18-year-old pretending like he's qualified to impart wisdom onto other 18-year-olds. But here I am, with the distinct honor of giving this speech, so here I go. According to many standards, today marks the end of our childhood. A time where we thought Heelys were the coolest things ever, and we all wore sleeves of silly bands to school every day. A time where we went to middle school, and then immediately tried to forget about middle school. A time that we've most recently shared here at Colts Neck, where people play hacky sack in the halls, and Brian Hill manages to be everywhere at once. In a much more real sense, though, today marks the end of the easy stuff. You see, in our childhoods, we're very sheltered. We don't have to worry about bills or rent or providing for a family. We worry about how many gigs we have left in the month or when we'll get our next rook. To the parents of the class of 2019, thank you. Thank you for making our childhoods as easy as they possibly could be. To the teachers and faculty, thank you for inspiring us these last 4 years and for giving us role models to look up to. Without the people around us today, we would not be equipped to enter the next chapter of our lives, because it will get harder. See, many of us have never truly been on our own before. Yet 3 months from now, we're supposed to continue walking down this path we all think will lead us to happiness. But this time, the hands that have always held us up and guided us will be gone. And maybe many of us expect that path to be a very simple one. Graduate college, get a dream job, hopefully a decent paying job. Meet someone, get married, have kids, settle down, buy a house, raise a family, all that good stuff. But it's not that simple. As Stephen Colbert says, life is an improvisation. You have no idea what's going to happen next, and you are mostly just making things up as you go along, which kind of describes how I wrote this speech. Nonetheless, as much as we want to plan for the future, none of us quite realize how difficult the real world is, the kinds of challenges it can throw at us, and how that may put us on a new path. Thus, I say don't blindly follow your dreams. Rather, be self-aware enough to let your dreams change. If we all followed our first dreams, NASA would be overrun with astronauts and there'd be a million cowboys out west. The real world isn't as forgiving as some of our favorite TV shows let on. I mean, how does anyone from Friends still have a job if they spend all their time hanging out in a coffee shop? It doesn't make sense. And that's because the real world may not live up to our expectations, may not always give us what we want, what we dream for, or what we desire most. So once we're not teenagers and we've been given a true dose of what the real world is actually like, understand your limitations, what makes you happy, and have the self-awareness to let your dreams change. If your first dream didn't make sense, and neither does your second, maybe the third, fourth, fifth, or 17th will be the one that brings you happiness. And when you finally reach that dream, whether you're making millions on Wall Street, selling paper for Dunder Mifflin, or playing quarterback for the New York Giants, remember where you came from. Remember this place. Remember Mr. Jansen telling you to never be the carrot in his chicken noodle soup. Remember everything Mr. Phillips taught us about fishing. Remember the Colts neck rumble. Remember Uncle Dude's donuts. And remember everything it means to be a cougar. You see, it doesn't matter if you end up rich, smart, or cool. It's true humility and a soft heart that changes lives. Have the self-awareness to adapt to your expectations in this ever-changing world, but more importantly, have the kind of self-awareness that promotes integrity, modesty, and kindness. By no means will these last 4 years have been the best of your lives. If studying for the SATs and stressing over college applications made you euphoric, then maybe you're a Mon Patel. Otherwise, look forward to the years to come. I hope everyone's journeys are full of obstacles and challenges. May they help you build the self-awareness you need to realize your true path to happiness and success, not whatever it is that you're thinking now. Class of 2019, adapt, change, transform, and adjust when the real world hits you. And come back different. Come back wiser. And come back more humble. Congratulations, class of 2019. This may mark the end of our childhood, but it's the beginning of so much more. Thank you.
Well, excuse me, I'm a little under the weather, so. Welcome parents, families, friends, Mayor Orgo, council members Viola, Macnow, and Bartolomeo, Chief Santucci, and our honored guests. I would also like to welcome our graduating seniors, the class of 2019. I would like to start by recognizing all of those whose contributions have been vital to the success of this school and the district. I would like to first recognize the Freehold Regional High School District Board of Education for providing us with the resources and the talent to provide an outstanding education to all of our students. Representing the Board of Education tonight is Mr. Carl Acetola from Colts Neck Township and Mrs. Amy Fankhauser from Howell Township. Additionally, the Central Office Administration, under the leadership of Superintendent Dr. Charles Sampson, who sets the vision for educating our over 11,000 students. Representing Central Office tonight is Dr. Jennifer Sharp, Director of Personnel. I want to also take a moment to recognize our PTSO. The Colts Neck High School PTSO is made up of a dedicated group of volunteers that devote numerous hours coming up with the necessary resources to make your high school experience better. Representing the PTSO tonight are President Karen Ann Halmy and Mrs. Joanne Newstater. Thank you for all of your hard work and dedication to our school community. I would also like to express my gratitude towards my administrative team, without whose support the smooth operation of the school would not be possible. I would like to thank the academic supervisors, our guidance supervisor, Mr. Zwers Arsika, and my two outstanding assistant principals, Mrs. Deborah Kozar and Mr. Sean Curry, whose dedication to our students has made this day possible. I would also like to recognize Mrs. Karen Otero, the secretarial staff here at Colts Neck High School, Mr. Styler, and the custodial staff at Colts Neck High School. They have all worked hard behind the scenes to help put the ceremony together, and we appreciate all of your efforts to make this day special for our students. Seniors, I would also like to recognize our faculty, whose dedication to your personal and academic growth has helped shape who you are today. Outside of your families, your teachers have spent the most time with you over the past 4 years. They have challenged you, they have laughed with you, and they have supported you along this journey. Your teachers will forever remain a part of who you are as you move into the next phase of your life. Tonight, when the excitement is settled and you have a quiet moment with your families, thank them for all of their support and guidance along the way. Prominent American businessman Lee Iacocca described the strength of families when he said, "The only rock I know that stays steady, the only institution I know that works is the family." Your families have nurtured you along the way. They have been there for you during your journey to adulthood. Over time, your relationship with your family is going to change and evolve, but their love and support will stay with you, guiding you during the inevitable highs and lows that you will experience in your lives. The class of 2019 had an outstanding year. For starters, our seniors were awarded over $19 million in scholarships and grants. Over 92% of our seniors are headed off to college or university next year. And we have a few students who have decided to serve our country in the United States military. I would like them to stand and be recognized at this time. On behalf of Colts Neck High School, thank you for choosing to serve our country. Inside our program, there is a list identifying the prestigious institutions our students are heading off to in the fall. In addition to the academic successes that the class of 2019 has achieved, this group has left its mark on Colts Neck High School. Your accomplishments as a class are numerous. Our athletic teams captured divisional, sectional, and state championships this year, highlighted by our girls programs, who brought home championships in each season. We won our first ever sectionals title in girls swimming, and overall state championships in girls cross country, and sectional titles in girls winter and spring track. Our girls bowlers won another sectional championship this year as well. Our students won individual championships in wrestling, swimming, and track. Our mock trial team won their first ever state championship, and our ROTC program, under the leadership of some outstanding senior cadets, was named Most Outstanding Unit in the Nation. We had 6 National Merit Commended Scholars, 2 semifinalists, and 1 National Merit Scholarship winner this year. Our Cougar Theater Company students won a BASI Award. Our DECA students went to nationals yet again. We had a student in All-Shore Band, and there are many more accomplishments, but I think you understand this was another banner year for our school, led by the class of 2019. I was recently reading a blog, and the author talked about how your high school memories come from unexpected places. He went on to say that you never know what experiences will shape you, and that years from now you may be surprised as to what inspired and affected you. This is why I chose to highlight your memories during your final moments as high school students. When I looked at the memories that you submitted to the yearbook, they're quick moments in time. But it is in these small moments that you made connections with people, and in turn made lasting memories. Tonight, I urge you to cherish these memories and make it a point to enjoy the small moments yet to come. Many of you highlighted something that Mr. Jansen did this year. Dan Shapiro loved his sumo outfit at the Battle of the Classes, but Julia Stracaldano and Layla Rosenthal will remember him playing throwback songs in the cafeteria for Week of Respect. And yes, parents, evidently, our students consider Sweet Caroline a throwback song. Many students highlighted the joys of giving back to the community and how it made them feel to brighten someone else's day. Ava Gibson recalled the peer leadership trip to Union Beach. She said that in peer leadership, we went to the school in Union Beach, and brought kids Christmas gifts. It was a great experience. Our peer leaders taught us to never underestimate the power of one moment and always seize the opportunity to create positive moments for yourself. You built a community here at Colts Neck High School, and GP Oriello expressed this well when he talked about the snowstorm where everyone in the senior parking lot was helping each other out with the snow, and we're all telling each other to drive safe. It is my sincere hope that you continue to take care of your friends in the surrounding community when you leave here, because these simple acts of kindness and moments where people come together do make the world a better place. Many of you have built communities within your school community and have shared experiences that you will take with you after you graduate. William Dean will remember the holiday feasts in ROTC, and Sophie Montgomery will remember spending hours in the auditorium with her friends working on school productions. As you graduate tonight, continue to recognize the importance of these small moments because they can lead to shared experiences and lasting friendships. Finally, Juan Carlos Gutierrez Aspera perfectly described how a small moment in time, in this case lunch, could be cherished when he said, "Spending time with my friends without worrying about anything for that half hour, something so simple became special knowing that soon there will be no more lunchtime together." Seniors, while you do not have any more lunchtime together, you do have the memories that you have made along the way. Your lives will take you to many places over the coming weeks, months, and years, so I leave you with the words of fashion designer Alec Wake. The most beautiful things are not associated with money. They are memories and moments. If you don't celebrate these, they can pass you by. Class of 2019, you have left Colts Neck High School a better place than you found it. Thank you for 4 great years. You are a special group of young men and women. Good luck and congratulations. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Jennifer Sharp, Director of Personnel for the Freehold Regional High School District, who will now certify the class of 2019.
Good evening. On behalf of the Superintendent of Schools and the Central Office staff, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate the members of the Colts Neck High School Class of 2019 on their accomplishments and to wish them every success in their future endeavors. It is now my honor to confirm that the members of the graduating class of 2019 here assembled have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation in accordance with the New Jersey Department of Education statute and regulation, as well as the requirements of the Freehold Regional High School District, and therefore are eligible to receive their high school diplomas. I now certify the class of Colts Neck High School 2019. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Sharp. At this time, I would ask that the first row please rise. Dr. Sharp and Mr. Acetola will now present the diplomas to the class of 2019. At first, I would like to read the names of our valedictorian, salutatorian, and class officers. Dylan Cohen. Jessica Mena. Trevor Bangle. Maggie O'Brien. Julia Stracadania. Olivia Ambergio.
Dennis Abate.
Olivia Lagrasta,
Andrew Abajade.
Gadir Lama,
Anna Adkins.
Andrew Joseph LeConte,
Maleb Adrian.
Eric Lee,
Jacob Adlin.
Nicholas Lee,
Layla Aiken.
Rachel Lynn,
Horace Alam.
Isabella Claire Lind,
Lucas Owen Abaladejo.
Nicholas Lines,
Brenda Alcala.
Audrey Rose Litto,
Kaylin Allen.
Anay Lopez Juarez,
Nicholas C. Alvigi.
Gerard Lopez,
Eve Ambrosio.
Ariana Lasner,
Michelle Aminov.
Brooke Loomer,
Justin Amascado.
Jorge Maldonado Cartagena,
Catherine Anderson.
Antonio Malozzi,
Brandon Scott Andraco.
Dana Maloney,
Marco Angelo Anelis.
Michael Mamano,
Gianna Antico.
Maya Kathleen Mancini,
Carmela Apostle.
Teresa Marsh,
Reed Armando.
Alexandria Martorella,
Samantha Aronson.
Joseph Martin,
Brandon J. Alfiero.
Amanda Nicole Martin,
Erwin Orich.
Ulysses Martinez Martinez,
Alan Ainbun.
Maritza Martinez,
George Nash Asus.
Jared Matzel,
Haley Baker.
Ryan Merritt,
Parker Ballingal.
Shelby McCann,
Aiden Luke Barai Forget.
Cameron McCloskey,
Ari L. Barsky.
Leah McHugh,
Kaylee Binder.
Tristan Joseph McMurdy,
Alfred Blakey.
Mary Catherine Clara McNamara,
Avery Bryce Blakey.
Robert McNamara,
Michael James Bolivar.
Connor McSorley,
Robert Borgia.
Tyler Medina,
Gianna Marie Bravaco.
Devis Melendez,
Mark Anthony Bravaco.
Anthony Mellis,
Andrew Brennan.
Christy McCula,
Terrence Briscoe.
Autumn Miller,
Jenna Buckley.
Edward Merkin,
Hakeem Budzaku.
Daniel Vincent Moldaver,
Sarah Buezo.
Stephanie Lucia Mandela,
Lauren Rose Bujanowski.
Alan Montefusco,
Brianna Lynn Butkoff.
Sophie Marie Montgomery,
Connor Butts.
Nicholas Mortensen,
Claudia Bykowski.
Marcus Masad,
Michael Dominic Calderero.
John Victor Muzonis,
Colin Campbell.
Violetta Muzreva,
Orlean Carranza Moreno.
Christina Nappi,
Alanis Valeria Castrione Muniz.
Brianna Nispoli,
Marcelo Castro.
Daniela Nispoli,
Caleb Catozo.
Michael Dylan Newstatter,
Ashley Jean Caulfield.
Elliot Wynn,
Nesset X Jengiz.
Jenny Nieto Herrera,
Damaris Chambergo Ramos.
Gabriela Marina Zalis,
Alec L. Chan.
Chuck Wabuka and Weze,
Jack K. Shazat.
Amanda O'Connor,
Roy Chen.
James O'Mahony,
Stacy Chen.
Gianpiero Orliolo,
Anastasia Chernikova.
Axel Osorio Mijangos,
Paulina Chernikova.
Alex Sika,
Chloe Grace Choi.
William Mauricio Otto,
Hannah Christopher.
Luciano Pabon,
Robert Chisuli.
Emma Palmieri,
Brandon Joseph Safone.
Krista Panarello,
Megan Clark.
Luke Pastor,
Lindsay Meadow Cohen.
Aman Patel,
Allison Colaco.
Mahi Patel,
Julia Comey.
Mario Sebastian Patricio,
Brooks Condon.
Isabella Pecoraro,
Crystal Cutler.
Alexandra Peduto,
Olivia Rose DeAndrea.
Gerson Pelaez,
Matthew Diradita.
Evan Pelea,
Nicole Dado.
Gabriella Pellaccia,
Jessica Dackno.
Liam Perkinson,
Alexandra Daly.
Jared Michael Proman,
William Gentry Dean.
Brian Pearlstein,
Anthony N. DeBlasi.
Jonathan Parampel,
Kaylee DeFlippo.
Caitlin Joan Pierce,
Roger De La Rosa Gutierrez.
CJ Pinheiro,
Michael James Dulesky.
Bradley Ross Polkowitz,
Michael DeLuca.
Sienna Popescu,
Mark Anthony Domino.
Max Popov,
Nicholas Robert Demizio.
James Powell,
Justin Hammond Dibsey.
Kevin Reed Preston,
Ariel DiGregorio.
Samuel Pridmore,
Michael J. Diorio.
Laura Quijada,
Madeline Divino.
Rudy Ramirez Rodriguez,
Eden Dabrowski,
Nim Rondania,
Erica Dugan,
Samantha Rasso,
Serban Gary Durga,
Connor Rath,
Rithik Aleti,
Jordan Reck,
Apolinario Espital Aguilar,
Alexander Reed,
Marissa Esposito,
Alyssa Renda,
Sophia Esposito,
Michael Riccardi,
Nicole Christina Fowler,
Jonna Rizik,
Michael Fallon,
Omar Rizik,
Jaden Fankhauser,
Layla Rosenthal,
Christopher Ferrandino,
Danielle Ross,
Jenna Ann Filingeri,
Nicole Ross,
Anthony Angelo Fiorello,
Alan Roush,
Nicholas A. Fisher,
Robert Revere,
Isabella Fitanri,
Zachary M. Ruiz,
Lauren Fitzsimmons,
Delia Jude Russo,
Michelle Flores Perez,
Emily Marianne Sifay,
Michael Fluck,
Mark Salib,
Jasmine L. Fonseca,
Andrew Sam,
Jennifer Francesco,
Catherine Sam,
Adam Gabriel,
Donaldo Sanchez Rivera,
Andrew Gaines,
Sujal Soraya,
Jessica Gazon,
Matthew Sarbone,
John Jackalone,
Jersey Sarte,
Nicholas Dean Ginatasio,
Taylor Marie Chandel,
Catherine Gibson,
Gemma Shower,
Ava Gibson,
Julia Schmidt,
Gloria Gomez Ortega,
Brandon Schock,
Christian Gomez Ortega,
Shanti Shah,
Matthew Goronitis,
Arman Shabazian,
Max Gordon,
Daniel David Shapiro,
Daniel James Grabowski,
Shruti Sharma,
Christina Grizafi,
Sarah Shaughnessy,
Nicole Grossbaum,
Angie Shahada,
Juan Gutierrez Oseguera,
Isabella Silvestri,
Frank Nathaniel Hale,
Kristala Simmons,
Brendan Hammond,
Logan Reed Scott,
Kayla Hankish,
David Smarina,
Samantha Harrison,
Connor Smith,
John Hayes,
Mia Smith,
Sarah Denara Heeb,
Alexandra Snyder,
Sarah G. Hempstead,
Samantha Solicito,
Garrett Michael Henn,
Julianne Sparrow,
Giselle Hernandez Canenguez,
Chelsea Spencer,
Kevin Hernandez,
Hope Sprake,
Tyler James Higley.
Faith Stavola,
Brian Hill.
Kyle Stavala,
Aaron Hogan.
Spencer Garrett Stravolacci,
Lucy Hopkinson.
Taro Suzuki,
Reese Hornick.
John Swidrick,
Alexander Z. Ho.
Tiffany Taddeo,
Liam Hughes.
Peter Teven,
Victoria Paige Holz.
Jack Teichman,
William Holsberg.
Paul Tepedino,
Jada Hunter.
Julia Elizabeth Terlizzi,
Amanda Jacobson.
Jacob Thackey,
Kristen Reese Jacoto.
Evelyn Thayer,
Lindsay S. Jaffe.
Kian Thayer,
Ashima Jane.
Noni Theocaridis,
Paranita Jane.
Caitlin Thomas,
Michael Anthony Janucci.
Brianna Thompson,
Mateo Hara Munoz.
Philip Joseph Thompson,
Rania Jasani.
Sean Robert Tice,
Adrian Jimenez.
Casey Terrell,
Walter Jordan.
Nicholas Torres,
Megan Judge.
Callie Trainer,
Thomas Kaiser.
Owen Trainer,
Lakeitha Combom.
Haley Trotta,
Michael Kang.
Jabrian Urbano,
Mahitha Kaniki Charla.
Hannah Valdez,
Ryan Karp.
Dominic Velardo,
Jared Katz.
Luz Velasquez Perez,
Lauren Kaufman.
Giovanni Velasquez Ruiz,
Kareem Khalil.
Matthew Veneziano,
Nicholas Kidd.
Gustavo Vilches,
Helen Keishlin.
Kristen Villaverde,
Ethan Kilnick.
Jared Milton Vogel,
Bakyong Kim.
Kayla V. Wade,
Nicole Kinney.
Harry Weber,
Sahil Kirtani.
Brendan Way,
Jacob Koshin.
Jake Weinstein,
Samantha Kovach.
Elizabeth Whalen,
Ian Kreitzberg.
Michael Whitehead,
Jacob Krupp.
Olivia Wachowski,
Anna Krasankis.
Timothy Wu,
Mark Lacat.
Meeson A. Zadie, Annabelle Zazowski, and George Jules Zemlicki.
Yeah, is it?
Got your stuff.
What's going on, class of 2019? In a moment, seniors, you will move your tassels from right to left, signifying your transition from student to graduate. Seniors, over the last 4 years, we've learned together, laughed together, cried together, and even danced together. Many of you are leaving a special place in what we call the Colts High School family. Your mark will remain long after you've gone. Seniors, I just want to leave you with the words of actor Andre DeShields. A few weeks ago at the age of 73, he won his first Tony Award, and he has 3 cardinal rules for happiness and longevity. Number 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. Number 2, slowly is the fastest way you want to get to where you want to be. And number 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of next, so keep climbing, seniors. At this time, please rise. Move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, you've done it, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we close our commencement ceremony, once again, congratulations to the class of 2019. As is our tradition here at Colts Neck High School, we will not formally process out. We invite families and guests to join us on the field to celebrate this special occasion. Everyone is welcome down. Thank you.